To begin with, EMAC is one of its kind in the region. We are the first in the Middle East. We fill the gap between Singapore and Europe because you have Singapore International Arbitration Centre in Singapore and you have the LMAA in London, and in between we had no maritime arbitration centre. And that's when the UAE government, and considering the maritime market in the Middle East and the UAE, and considering its booming, decided to set up EMAC to support its maritime industry and created the Dubai Maritime Cluster. So we are a wing of the Dubai Maritime Cluster, and we deal with maritime arbitration and mediation, as the name goes, Emirates Maritime Arbitration Centre. How far we have fared, we have received cases. We have started receiving cases before we turn 2. That's very encouraging compared to other arbitration centres, maritime or non-maritime, because some arbitrations take 5 to 7 to 10 years to actually pick up their first case. So that's been very encouraging for us, and that shows our presence in the market and how people know how many people know about EMAC and how they prefer EMAC. It's more of litigation or arbitration or mediation. What do you prefer? It's more of a dispute resolution type that you choose. Some people prefer litigation, which means going to court. But we're promoting arbitration and mediation because it's less time consuming, it's cost effective, it's more transparent, it's more efficient, it's more flexible, and it's as good as getting a judgment from the court. The final award is still final and binding. Today's keynote was on the maritime regulations in the GCC, and we had panelists from UAE, of course, the FTA, the Federal Trade Transport Authority of the UAE was representing UAE. We had Oman, we had Bahrain, we had Kuwait, we had Saudi Arabia representing the GCC, and all of them spoke about specific maritime regulation changes that they have made in their country or which is upcoming. And it was very interesting to know about. It was one session that was updating the market and the people in the room about what's coming up in each region and in the GCC as a whole and what we are looking forward to.